Hey guys, today on Dots Audio, we're going to read Pete's Dragon, read along. This I picked up recently, a long time ago, along with the Mary Poppins read along. As long as the Small World After All read along, which I'll get to eventually. But I like to take a look at this one, because this one's probably one of my favorite ones of the bunch, because this one's an actual read along. The rest of them are more like, how you put it, more like musicals and walkthroughs and more like stuff like that. This one's just a regular read along, so hope you enjoy it. And they have some songs to go along with it. So, here we go.
Right. This is the story of Pete's Dragon. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this.
Hear that? The chimes ring.
Let's begin now. Unless you happen to know Pete, you may not believe there really is such a thing as a dragon named Elliot. But there is. In fact, Elliot is Pete's very best friend. And this is the story of what happened to Pete and Elliot in a small town called Passamaquoddy. You see, Pete didn't have a mother and father to take care of him. He was an orphan. So Elliot decided he would take care of Pete himself. Elliot was a fine-looking dragon. He had lovely green scales and purple wings. Like all dragons, he could fly, puff up his cheeks, and breathe fire.
Unlike the live-action version.
But Elliot could also make himself invisible.
Which is pretty cool, by the way.
Not every dragon can do that. Pete thought his dragon was a perfectly wonderful friend.
You sure changed my life, Elliot. I didn't think I'd ever be happy until I met you.
And that's from Pete from the original movie. And it's really cool that we have this cutout version of Elliot knowing that he disappeared.
Like us. But most folks are sort of scared of dragons at first. So you better make yourself invisible for a while.
And with a skip and a bip, Elliot did just that.
Remember,
Whispered Pete as they marched down the main street of town.
behave yourself and watch where you swing your tail.
In dragon talk, Elliot said he would be very careful. But a second later, he stepped right into a new sidewalk of wet
This is where the
cement.
trouble starts.
Pete took one look at the footprints and moaned.
Elliot, look what you're doing.
Elliot quickly jumped out of the cement and accidentally smashed a picket fence with his tail. The noise frightened the egg seller and the milkman's horse, and soon there were broken eggs and spilled milk everywhere.
Come on, Elliot. I've got to get you out of Passamaquoddy before you wreck the whole town.
Pete and Elliot ran toward the rocky cliffs along the coastline. Here stood the tall Passamaquoddy lighthouse, whose bright beam of light warned passing ships of the jagged rocks below. In the side of a cliff down by the pounding surf, Pete found a cave big enough for Elliot.
We'll stay here for a few days.
And the two friends soon made themselves comfortable. Before long, Pete heard a voice calling from the cave entrance.
Hello in there.
Elliot quickly disappeared as a very pretty lady peered into the dark cave.
Hi, I'm Nora.
Pete smiled shyly.
Oh, hello. I'm Pete. This cave isn't a very nice place to stay.
Said Nora.
Why don't you come up to the lighthouse and stay with my dad and me?
Pete smiled.
Okay, that sounds great.
As he left the cave, Pete whispered to Elliot.
stay here while I look around.
When Nora and Pete reached the lighthouse, a man with a white beard was waiting.
Who's this young fellow, Nora?
Dad, this is Pete. He's going to stay here with us for a few days.
Pete shook hands.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Just call me Lampy. Welcome aboard, Pete.
Early the next morning, even before Nora and Lampy were awake, Pete ran down the cliff to Elliot's cave.
Nora's swell,
He reported to the interested dragon.
and so is Lampy. I told them all about you, but I don't think they believe in you.
Pete was right. Nora and Lampy thought dragons only existed in fairy tales. One day, Pete came to the cave wearing a brand new suit.
Hi, Elliot. Nora is taking me to start school today. Do you want to come along?
Elliot sure did. He turned invisible and followed Pete to the schoolhouse. In fact, Elliot was so excited that he tried to talk to Pete through the classroom window.
Shh, Elliot. I've got to study now.
Pete, who are you talking to?
Demanded the teacher.
I'm sorry. I was shushing my dragon, Elliot.
When I ask you a question, young man, I expect a truthful answer. Now go stand in the corner.
From the look on Miss Taylor's face, Elliot could see that Pete was in trouble. Pete needs me, Elliot thought, crashing right through the side of the schoolhouse.
Which is not good.
The wall collapsed, and so did Miss Taylor.
Uh-oh.
Pete
Villain
yelped,
in this movie.
Elliot's
It's not even
done
in
it
this
again.
book. Okay, now it's time to turn the record. I hope you like the story so far, even though not really.
Soon the whole town was blaming Pete for the strange accidents. The schoolhouse, the cement, the picket fence.
There's a lot to
the
blame him
eggs.
for.
They had all happened when Pete was there. The fishermen even started to blame him when they didn't catch any fish.
Now it's not right.
Everybody said that Pete was a jinx. That night, Pete was worried.
I won't be able to stay in Passamaquoddy after what Elliot did today.
Cheer up, Pete.
Said Nora.
Lampy and I won't let anyone make you leave.
Outside, a terrible storm was brewing. Huge bolts of lightning flashed across the sky.
And this is when Nora's her boyfriend comes in.
Lampy looked concerned.
This is going to be a mighty bad storm. We'd better check the light upstairs. The ships will certainly need it tonight.
All three of them rushed up the lighthouse steps. At the top, Nora exclaimed,
Oh no, the lamp is out.
The storm has broken the glass.
said Lampy.
The wick is wet. We'll never get it lit.
Through the flashes of lightning, Nora could just make out a ship tossing wildly on
Good
the
thing I
ocean.
still have
Dad,
this.
a ship
People are so
without
probably still
light,
thinking
it's
of
sure
the
to
live
hit the
action one
rocks.
after this one.
Suddenly, Pete had an idea.
I
Elliot can
have
help.
an old version of the story.
As Pete rushed out of the lighthouse, Nora shouted,
Pete, come back! How can a make-believe dragon help save the ship?
but Pete was already running toward Elliot's cave through the raging storm.
Elliot, wake up! We need you at the lighthouse.
Elliot jumped up, and Pete climbed on his back. They struggled out through the pouring rain.
Come on,
That's some
Elliot.
strong rain.
I know you're kind of fit, but you'll have to squeeze up the lighthouse stairs.
We've got to keep trying.
Said Nora to her father.
If we don't,
Nora stopped. She saw Pete, and there beside him was Elliot's big green face.
he's real. There really is a dragon.
Of course.
Said Pete.
Dragon.
He's going to light the lamp.
Elliot puffed up his cheeks and blew a tremendous blast of flame. immediately, and a bright beam of light shot out through the darkness.
Elliot, you did it!
Lampy peered out to sea.
Look!
Yeah.
The ship
wow.
is turning away from the jagged rocks. It's safe now.
Nora smiled at Elliot.
I thought
Elliot's
you
a
were just
hero.
a make-believe dragon, but now I can see you're a real life hero.
At that, Pete's green dragon blushed a bright red. The next day, both Pete and Elliot were heroes. In fact,
And there's his
the
boyfriend,
mayor of
Nora's right there.
Passamaquoddy gave Elliot
I don't
a
think they mention
beautiful
him, though.
gold medal for breathing fire above and beyond the call of
And
duty.
here's the list of the
Pete
other records you
hugged
can
Elliot.
find.
Gosh, you're terrific. I wish everyone could have a dragon for a friend.
Oh, this is interesting. They have The Hobbit on this list. That's interesting. That's not even a Disney movie. Here's a few songs.
Look in your eyes and you whisper sweetly. We don't match in size, but we fit so neatly. It's nice waking up when you're close beside me, humming in my ear. You're joking. I can't believe it. You do? I love you too. Remember the night when you first confided, and things went so right that we both decided.
This is one of my favorite live-action Disney movies.
Now we're together.
Aside from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Perfect. Don't ever disappoint.
Or Mary Poppins. And Roger Rabbit.
Oh, really? Oh, you're just saying that. Is it true?
Which all my cute little dances?
I love you too.
A dragon. I swear I saw a dragon. A green and seething, fire-breathing monster is in sight. With eyes
song is
red
really
as
funny.
lion's head and wings
Just
as
listen
dark
to
as
it.
night. Oh, he has the
It's so
jaw,
ridiculous,
breathing
isn't it?
50 feet nine. It's true.
Oh, what are we to do?
It's true. He'll break us all in two. Oh, he's coming in his great big mitt, right against the door.
Man, Lampy's
So
one
board up
crazy
all the
man, isn't he?
windows. And get down from the board. A dragon.
Dragon. I swear I saw a dragon.
His tail lashing, he'll be smashing every shop in town. With scaly feet, he'll crack the street and
He
tear
might be
the steeple
cute like
down.
me.
It's not some loony dream. I heard a
But I'm
sound
much
from
cuter than he is,
Sheriff Brown.
so-
It's true.
You get the drill.
What are we to do? It's true. Oh, Lampy's in a stew. A dragon. Oh, Lampy saw a dragon.
I don't remember them saying that. Lampy saw a dragon. That's not really the line that they say in there. Well, anyway, that's the audio recording story of Read Along of Pete's Dragon. So I'll see you next time when we do Small World After All. And also stay tuned for a video game review with Wacko, me, and Yakko. We are going to be playing one of our favorite Mario games. So we'll see you then.